this long flight of brick steps. Water running down the center in a narrow rill before cascading into a pool at the bottom. That is quite something. There's absolutely nothing, no hint of a garden here before. So to see a modern garden made in the Islamic style, and it is pure Islamic with the rill and the little fountains and then the long stretch of canal, like this, it is something I don't think I've ever seen before on this scale, with this confidence and this drama. And of course, it's very, very simple. And there is that other quirky fact that at the end of this big, dramatic Islamic garden is a crucifix. I think that this garden, with its simplicity of planting and the dramatic fusion of Islamic and Christian history, seems to get right to the heart of what makes a truly Spanish garden. From Toledo, I'm heading east, right across to the Mediterranean coast, to my final destination on this trip, the city of Valencia. Valencia is Spain's third largest city after Madrid and Barcelona. It was founded by the Romans and lies on a highly fertile floodplain. Its climate is characterized by hot summers and very little rainfall. But, like Madrid, it does have many generous tree-lined boulevards that cast a delicious green shade, and also features many beautiful public gardens. It's at one of these public gardens that I'm making my first stop. This is Monforte, an elegant neoclassical garden built in the 1860s on the site of a former vegetable plot. The gardens of Monforte were made for a family in the middle of the 19th century, and they were intended as an Italianate, formal, but actually quite intimate garden. And the family used them and enjoyed them privately for over 100 years. But in 1970, the council bought it, and in 1971, they opened it to the public. And since then, it has been a haven of tranquility in the heart of the busy city. Valencia has been chosen as the European Green Capital for 2024, and it has a newer and much bigger public space to be proud of. Valencia was founded alongside the banks of the river Turia. And across the centuries, this vast river periodically flooded. And in 1957, there was a disastrous flood. Over 80 people were killed. And the city decided to divert the river. Now, having done this, they were left with a dry riverbed, and they thought it would be an excellent idea to build a motorway to whiz people to and from the airport. But the citizens of Valencia revolted against this idea and had a much more interesting and radical proposal. "The river is ours, and we want it green," was their slogan. So the people of Valencia overturned the motorway proposal and won their battle to turn the dry Turia riverbed into a massive urban park. And work began on this in the early 1980s. At 9 kilometers long and around 200 hectares in size, the Turia has now become a hugely successful green corridor that flows vibrantly right through the center of the city.